It's been 4 decades of a long journey, but now the Voyager 2 spacecraft has finally bid farewell to our solar system.
For over 4 decades, Voyager 2 has journeyed through the vast and mysterious reaches of our solar system, transmitting data that has transformed human understanding of space. Launched in 1977, the spacecraft has long since left the familiar planetary orbits behind. It now drifts in a realm few have imagined, and none have physically visited, the very edge of our solar system. In its latest transmission, Voyager 2 made an astonishing and deeply unsettling encounter that has left scientists both thrilled and alarmed. The spacecraft, now venturing through the heliosheath, the turbulent outer shell of the heliosphere, detected a series of bizarre anomalies, prompting a reevaluation of what lies beyond the solar frontier. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. As Voyager 2 crossed deeper into the boundary zone separating the influence of our sun from interstellar space, it encountered something unexpected, an abrupt and powerful shift in magnetic fields that far exceeded theoretical predictions. While magnetic fluctuations are not unusual in the heliosheath, the strength and sudden onset of this distortion baffled researchers. It suggested the spacecraft had entered a region where cosmic forces clashed, an invisible storm of charged particles and fields pushing against the outer defenses of the solar system. The transition wasn't gradual or subtle, it was violent, as though Voyager 2 had crossed a cosmic threshold it wasn't prepared for. Simultaneously, the instruments aboard Voyager 2 began to detect a surge in high-energy cosmic rays, radiation born from ancient supernova and distant stellar furnaces. These particles, which normally trickle through the heliosphere in muted quantities, began bombarding the spacecraft at levels never before recorded. This spike implied a breach or thinning of the heliosphere's protective bubble, exposing Voyager 2, and by extension a conceptual extension of humanity, to the raw, unfiltered energy of the galaxy. The implications are staggering. The solar system's boundaries may be more porous and vulnerable than previously believed. Even more disturbing was the encounter with a wave of anomalous plasma. Voyager 2's plasma wave instrument recorded a powerful surge of charged particles moving in synchronized pulses. Unlike the turbulent and chaotic flow expected in the outer heliosheath, this plasma moved with eerie regularity, almost like a signal. The waves formed patterns rhythmic and deliberate, prompting speculation that they may not be entirely natural. The origin of these plasma pulses remains unclear, but they challenge existing models of interstellar physics. Their structured nature hints at phenomena no spacecraft has ever encountered, perhaps the byproducts of an unknown stellar process, or something entirely more enigmatic. Adding to the enigma, Voyager 2 briefly lost signal with Earth. For a tense interval, NASA's Deep Space Network could not establish a stable link. While eventually restored, this communication blackout coincided with the plasma anomaly and the magnetic field disruption, suggesting a localized space-time disturbance. Such an event has never been observed by any interplanetary probe. The distortion may have affected Voyager 2's ability to transmit data clearly, indicating the spacecraft had passed through a space environment fundamentally different from anything encountered within the planetary system. This section of space, where the sun's influence fades and the interstellar medium dominates, was once assumed to be a smooth transition. The new data reveals it to be more like a battlefield, an arena where solar and galactic forces wage invisible war. Voyager 2's instruments picked up signals of immense pressure gradients suggesting that the interstellar medium is pushing back against the sun's weakened magnetic field. The boundary is not static but alive, shifting and breathing with the tension of competing energies. In this volatile zone, any spacecraft becomes a fragile observer at the edge of chaos. Another astonishing discovery was the presence of ultra-cold hydrogen gas, far colder than previously anticipated. This hydrogen, found in a sparse yet persistent flow, moved contrary to the expected direction of the interstellar wind. Its temperature and velocity profile defied theoretical predictions, raising questions about the structure and behavior of the local interstellar cloud. Could this be a remnant of ancient cosmic activity? A ghostly trail left by long-vanished stellar phenomena? Or does it indicate that the solar system is entering a new region of space altogether? One with properties that redefine our understanding of the galaxy's texture? Voyager 2 also encountered unusual turbulence that disrupted its sensors. Gyroscopic inconsistencies hinted at momentary shifts in inertial reference, possibly a gravitational anomaly or an unexpected warping of local space. These subtle, fleeting disturbances challenge the assumption that deep space is a realm of calm emptiness. Instead, it appears riddled with unpredictable, invisible dynamics that distort the passage of energy and matter. The possibility that such distortions could affect time perception or spatial orientation, however slight, invites a chilling thought. Space is not as stable as we believed. The data returned also indicated a phenomenon resembling electromagnetic whispers, low-frequency signals with no known source. These emissions, captured intermittently, did not match any previously cataloged interstellar or solar pattern. They were faint, fluctuating in amplitude and frequency, but consistent enough to suggest continuity. Could these be natural background signals carried across the galaxy from distant magnetars or black holes? Or are they something more immediate and less understood, perhaps tied to exotic physics beyond the standard model? Whatever their source, they carry a quiet urgency that has captivated and unsettled researchers alike. Perhaps most eerie of all, Voyager 2's star trackers, devices used to orient the spacecraft by locking onto familiar stellar positions, briefly failed to resolve known constellations. The stars appeared slightly out of place, their positions subtly skewed. This could point to a navigational glitch or sensor error, but another hypothesis posits that Voyager the 2nd of May have encountered a lensing effect, where gravity or warped space caused the light from stars to bend, altering their apparent positions. If so, this would mark the first real-time observation of such an effect outside a controlled observational environment, suggesting Voyager 2 had passed near a mass concentration of unknown origin, possibly a rogue planet, compact dark matter clump, or even an uncharted object. Compounding the mystery, the ambient temperature around Voyager 2's position rose unexpectedly. Given its distance from any significant heat source, this rise is perplexing. It suggests that the region may contain pockets of energetic particles or trapped radiation. More speculative interpretations consider the presence of subatomic interactions or unknown particle decay processes that release heat. This thermal spike challenges the long-standing belief that space beyond the heliopause is a near-perfect cold vacuum. Instead, it hints at a complex energy landscape where localized warmth betrays the presence of dynamic, possibly volatile phenomena. As Voyager 2 drifts deeper into this contested edge, it effectively functions as humanity's lone sentinel in the great cosmic sea. Every piece of data it sends back is a message from an unknown frontier, each transmission a fragile thread connecting us to realms no human eye has seen. The terrifying part is not just the anomalies themselves, but the realization that we know so little about what lies beyond. Voyager 2's latest encounter shows that the transition from our solar system to interstellar space is not a gentle blur, but a charged boundary filled with extremes, unknown energies, and possible threats. This narrow frontier, where solar winds sputter and die and galactic currents surge in, may be the most critical threshold in understanding not just where our solar system ends, but how it interacts with the rest of the universe. The implications stretch far beyond academic curiosity. If these forces can distort instruments, affect time, twist magnetic fields, or interfere with data transmission, then any future missions or crewed voyages beyond the solar system would need to account for dangers we are only beginning to comprehend. The eerie behavior of plasma, the sudden heating, the gravitational strangeness, and the whispered radio signals all suggest that interstellar space may be fundamentally different from the vacuum we once imagined. The structure of space itself may shift at these cosmic edges where dark matter, ancient radiation, and galactic magnetism intertwine. For decades, Voyager 2 was a time capsule from Earth, drifting silently toward infinity. Now it is something more profound, a witness to a hidden war at the outer edge where forces greater than our sun test the boundaries of the known. Its encounter is not just a story of distance or endurance, it is a message encoded in waves and fields, in the strange pulses of unseen particles, telling us that the universe is far wilder than we ever believed. The solar system does not end in silence but in turbulence, a churning field of energy and shadow where physics bends and reality mutters in unfamiliar tongues. Voyager 2 has touched a nerve in the fabric of space itself, revealing that the edge of the solar system is not a boundary but a crucible, a cosmic forge where galactic and solar forces converge in ways we're only beginning to understand. No spacecraft has ventured this far and survived to tell the tale. Yet the story Voyager 2 brings back is not one of peace or passivity. It is of resistance, conflict, and transformation. The boundary is alive. It shifts with pressure and tension, reshaped by every solar cycle and galactic current. This is no passive edge, but an arena, a cosmic surf where the solar wind crashes into the greater ocean of the galaxy. And within that surf, Voyager 2 drifts on, its metal skin pitted by decades of radiation, its instruments worn but unyielding. Each signal it sends pulses with the whisper of a truth long hidden, that the universe is not a calm sea beyond the sun, but a turbulent expanse of unknowns. The deeper it goes, the more alien the data becomes. At the edge of the solar system, the rules we thought we understood begin to twist. Forces we cannot yet name push and pull at the old certainties. Voyager 2 is not just encountering space, it is confronting something far stranger. This encounter has redefined the boundary not as a wall or a shell, but as a living transition zone, brimming with unknowns. A realm where plasma breathes, magnetic fields roar, and the echoes of distant stars bounce strangely against an unseen veil. A place where navigation falters, radiation pulses unpredictably, and the known laws of physics seem to shimmer with uncertainty. It is here, at this invisible threshold, that Voyager 2 has uncovered the terrifying complexity of the universe. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Voyager 2's terrifying encounter? What do you expect? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.